why is the final reckoning the culmination of the theatrical experience?
Because it has everything. I mean, you look at the scope, the scale, the emotion. It is a movie. You know, I make movies for the big screen, for audiences. I don't want people to watch the film. I want them to experience it and participate in the cinema. And that's why, look, I love going to the movie theaters. I love the popcorn. I love seeing a big screen experience with strangers, but we're all unified in this experience of watching a movie. The sound, the scale of the movie, it is an epic film, and they're going to see stuff that they've never seen before. Look, I'm excited. Anything that's going to promote cinema, that's the Academy is something that should be there to promote cinema and allow people to understand, what we are and what we do. And I like the wide range of films and anything. I have a wide range of taste in movies, and so many filmmakers that I admire, and I like to see everybody get recognized. We are not revealing what's in this film. Whatever you see in TV clips, trailers, I'm not showing anything. We're going, you have to see this film and experience it. We are not going to let it. You're going to have to see it. So when people sit down, they're going to be like, we did not give anything away.
It's an incredible feeling of sort of completion and legacy. I mean, this has been 20 years of my life, a portion of my career, a big portion of it. And I'm just so delighted that I'm standing here talking to you now. They wisely waited until Mission Impossible had finished to clear the playing field, because obviously it just would have been a one-horse race if it had been us. That's not to decry the incredible stunt work that goes on elsewhere in the film industry. I'm joking. I think because these kind of sequences are an art in themselves. They take a huge amount of planning, skill, execution, camera work. Every department in the film is working on these moments, and they should be rewarded for that. It's a huge part of certain types of cinema, big action cinema. These moments are integral to the effect of those films, so absolutely they should be rewarded, and it's a wonderful thing the Academy have kind of acknowledged that. That's been down to McHugh and me working with the camera. I mean, mainly McHugh. He joined on Ghost Protocol, which was the first time Benji was in the field, and he was able to kind of be present for all of Benji's evolution as an agent. And rather than him just suddenly become super adept to everything, he can fight, we didn't do that. We made sure that Benji grew very slowly. And as he went through different things, he got more skill, he got more confident. So in Ghost Protocol, he's like a puppy in the field. He can't wait to wear a mask, and he's all excited. And then through Rogue Nation and through Fallout, he goes through it. It's more emotional. It's much more emotional. And all the little moments, the kind of little nuances, and the detail that McHugh put in. And now I've seen it. I'm seeing it my 5th time tonight, because I want to see it with the US crowd. So, and I can't wait. It's like a parallel relationship, because I'd never been to Hollywood when I made Mission Impossible 3. So I found myself in Hollywood working with the biggest movie star in the world, the same as Benji found himself in the IMF working with the primo spy in the organization. And that relationship of kind of, the way Benji and Ethan are kind of like how me and Tom are. I can say things to Tom that nobody else can, the way that Benji can shout to Ethan. I can make fun of Tom in a way that he actually really enjoys, and people don't dare to do because they think, oh, he's not going to like it. Of course he is. He's a goof. Tom loves a fun time, So my relationship with him it's a mirror up to Benji and Ethan for sure.
Satisfying completion of something that we set out to do, which was to entertain audiences using the latest in technology that always allowed us in terms of the film technique. Because I don't think there will ever be a man like Tom Cruise ever again in a genre like this. He is our modern day Buster Keaton. It takes my breath away what he does to prepare and sustain that high level of performance as a producer and as a movie star. And I'll take away a sense of what it really means to be a leader on a set, which is to be someone who's devoted to service. I think that he is someone who is the embodiment of knowing that you can't succeed unless everyone around you succeeds, and he actively wants other people to thrive.
Oh my God, so many things happened, but we created incredible bonds with the cast and crew, and it was amazing to develop the character and to get to share the scenes with them and to travel all around the world, It was really special. The action is unbelievable. There is scenes in the air, in the water, incredible fight scenes. There's a lot of very emotional scenes too with close-ups. You want to see it on a big screen, you know. And the music, the sound, you know, in IMAX in a movie theater, it really like takes you, you know, it like really moves you in a much deeper way. So that has to be seen on the big screen. And everything that they've accomplished, you know, is incredible. And I think stuntmen have to have more recognition. And by the way, Jensen, come here. I'm gonna bring him because he taught me how to punch, how to kick for years, even before getting cast in Mission Impossible. And he's done a lot of stunts and he taught me everything. And yeah, we're like talking about like how it's important that stuntmen are recognized, and you know, the Oscars too.
Yeah, 100%. We're thankful to the Academy that they are now recognizing us in this next Oscars. It's long overdue, so we're all really fortunate for our hard work.
And they risk so much for the actors too. You know, they risk their lives, so it's very important that they get recognition. Oh, I learned so much. You know, I really pushed myself. For years, I trained for years, and yeah, I learned a lot also with Christopher McQuarrie. You know, with the way he directs and the way he's an incredible storyteller, and the way he just films people, and he invents a frame and a way of moving the camera that tells a story, and I learned so much with that too, you know.
You know, we've been around the world with this film so far. The reception has been amazing, thank goodness. And now this is the final stop in New York. I'm very excited. What a great way to finish it off than on American soil. So let's see how you all enjoy it. Oh my gosh, let me. I was so upset, and I wanted to be like, Tom, you want to hold this movie off for about a year or two so that you can, because he's gonna win. Like, there's no doubt that he won't win because he's doing, you know, I feel he needs to get at least an honorary, you know, the first one. He deserves the first one, but, you know, he's going to probably most likely do a movie already with a stunt in it, so he's going to win it anyway, so we'll see. It should be the Cruise Award. That's what it should be. Tom McHugh wanted to make it as big as possible. You know, the stunts are incredible, but it's more than just the stunts. It's the story and the heart behind it, the characters that are there, the lives that are on the line. It's a culmination of, like, all the films put together. It's a journey that you're going to go on. I think they did a great job crafting the story and for you to feel the danger of not just what Tom is going through, but all the characters are going through, especially with the team. And I love that aspect of it. They're great storytellers. You know, I mean, that's because we have great chemistry off camera. I love them. They're my family.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's pretty emotional. I mean, with this cast and what the world was going through, what the industry was going through. When Tom and I started this, we were in post-production on Top Gun, we were shooting Dead Reckoning, we were in pre-production on this movie, making all of them at the same time. When we were promoting Dead Reckoning, there wasn't the feeling we're having now because we were still making this movie. So it was almost like you stopped to promote a movie while you were making it. And after such a long period of time, we became such a close-knit family. And it kind of felt like it was never going to end. And this was just what we did for a living. It's very strange. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. I think it's great, frankly, for one of the most unsung art forms in this industry, being stunt performers. There are a lot of very, very talented people that work on these movies. There are very few people that risk their lives every day while they're doing it, and are working to keep Tom Cruise safe while he's doing it. It's a real art form, and it's great to see it finally getting recognition. There were things I wish I had never suggested that Tom did 19 times. So, and you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah. And he wanted to do it a 20th time, and I said, no. That was the first time I've ever had to tell him, just stop. We've got it. It's in the can. Do not anger the gods. Well, Tom was going to bat for me earlier than that. And, you know, when he and I met, I was quitting the movie business. And I was just swimming upstream. And I've always felt a little bit like an outsider. And Tom was like one of those people who could read my screenplays. I could talk to him about movies, and he understood the language I was speaking. And the support he's given me, the opportunities he's given me, the freedom he's given me to create on these movies. And what's great about Tom is he's a student as much as he is a teacher. You don't come onto these movies with him saying, here's how you make a Tom Cruise movie. He's saying, how do you want to do it? And with each one of these, I've tried to honor what diehard fans of the franchise love, which is it's a different director every time. It's how do we make this movie different? How do we keep expanding it? How do we keep it evolving? And I'm just really grateful for the people that understood what I was doing and let me do that. They came along for the ride, and I'm very, very grateful.